Hey, what's up, everybody? Podcast time. Pastor Jamie Barfield here with Pastor Joseph Norris, Caleb behind the mic. I am on the phone on a Zoom call with the one of the up-and-coming leaders in our denomination, Brandon Key. All right, Brandon is going to start off pet peeve of the week. Brandon, tell him what pet peeves you.
You want me to tell you what I just said?
Yeah, tell the people what you just said. You are live broadcasting right now.
I can't stand it when people bring a problem without a potential solution. Even if it's a bad solution, at least offer something up.
That,
I have to be the answer to everything.
that pet peeves me too. Hey, I love you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with me. Later. I get pet peeved when people come and complain with no solution. What's up, Joseph?
What's up? I chuckle because I can be people sometimes. You know what I mean?
You can be people. You have problems and no solutions.
Yeah.
Pastor Johnny just sent me a big long, like 9 texts in a row. And and I was, unfortunately, we had to put our dog down today, Bandit. It was a rough day in the Barfield household. Dog had been with us for 15 years and has slept with Caleb since kindergarten. He's been Caleb's A1 from day one. So 15 years, 16 years we've had him, and so we've tried Band-Aids, we've tried everything we can to kind of get him to be able to live with a version of quality of life. And he had a really rough day yesterday, and just kind of one of those moments where I said, okay, I don't want to. I don't want to put my kids in a place where they walk into the house and find him laying there on the floor having a seizure or laying there dead. Yesterday was a really rough day in what they walked into. And so we made the decision, months and months and months. We've kind of been talking with the veterinarian about when the time was right. We knew it was close. So we made the decision today to do it. It was not an easy day, not a fun day at all. So today, adding that into already busy week. Yesterday we traveled from 4 a.m. all the way till after midnight last night. Flew into St. Louis, did a little ministry excursion there. Some of the leaders in church. It was a beautiful day. Monday being what Monday is crazy. On the way home last night about 11 o'clock, you look at me and say, hey, don't forget, campus pastors need your sermon. And so got up really early this morning, got into the church, tried to, knock out getting them at least 50% of it so that they can kind of build off of that. So anyways, walk back in today, and as I'm handling everything with already a hectic, busy week, Pastor Johnny sent me about, 9 questions in a row. And I opened the text and I said, I ain't done. So I texted him back and I said, which of these do you really need me to answer, and which can you answer yourself? He said, these 3 I really need answers on. I was like, all right. I just cut that list down by 6.
There you go.
You're terrible at it as well.
Appreciate that.
You walked in this morning and said, hey, I made a mess. Help me.
I did.
No solution.
Not a solution.
Not a solution present. Just problems.
Just problems.
And my response was, where's the solution?
Right.
And you had to think through and ponder through, and you finally got to a solution. Hopefully you implemented today.
Absolutely. I'm trying to think about which problem I had this morning.
Lord help us.
I have so many.
Yeah, so many problems.
Sometimes.
Which one this morning? That's a cool shirt. Where'd you get that from?
Golf tournament.
It's nice. I like that.
Yep, thank you.
We'll probably sell them at the shop if you want some. If not, go tell Maddie you want some, and we'll.
Hey, Chris Arthur at the Clemson campus said he wanted one.
Nice.
He said, I'm a polo man.
I love it. Well, see what we can do. Yeah, so I do struggle with, I agree with B Keys. I struggle with people coming to you with problems and no solutions.
Yeah.
I struggle with this in life. Not in church. I do struggle with this in the church world, but definitely even in life. If you're complaining about, the wait at a restaurant with no solution to it. Like it's not like, hey, sit us in that little corner booth or whatever, that sort of thing.
Right.
Hey, we'll squeeze in around this table, whatever, things of that nature. Or if you're complaining about, something at a grocery store, whatever it may be, you're complaining in traffic, whatever it may be, like just complaining to feel good about complaining, to get it off your chest, makes no sense to me. I mean, I do it all the time, but it still frustrates me when other people do it to me, specifically about ministry, but just in general. Hey, I want to complain about, this whatever, this product is this way, and you're like, okay, what's the solution to it?
Yeah.
Hey, there was nobody out there, no kids were out by the road waving today at the 9 a.m. service. What's the solution? Do you want to come out to the 9 a.m. service and wave? Because no kids were here at the 9 a.m. service. That's why they weren't out there waving. It's interesting.
It's interesting. I think the complete opposite of what you preached 2 weeks ago is, a lot of times the negativity seems to reign over the positivity.
No doubt.
So,
no doubt, man. I am guilty in my own life, and I try not to be, but I know that I am guilty in my own life because I try my best to see things half full, to see the best in everything, to see, today when we had a rough day with the dog, I'm trying to remind my family of, hey, remember how great this was. Do you remember that funny story? Do you remember that moment? And so trying my best to keep the focus off of the negative and the pain. And I think that's how I try to be, but we definitely do focus on the negative a lot more than the positive.
If we're going to compare the two people sitting at the table, I will give you credit. You have always, for the most part, in and out. I can't think of many times where you've ever just been blatantly negative. You always find a way to bring something positive to the point. Sometimes it's nauseating. Because I used to be really cynical.
And you used to think there's no way that guy's like that all the time.
No, and you are. And about everything. I mean, to the point of everything. I mean, literally everything. Ministry, life, death, it doesn't matter. It's okay, right?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, I think I said it Sunday. I was talking about, when I was preaching, I was talking about how I turned, I don't know, maybe 42 or whatever it was recently. And you said, man, how does it make you feel? You're getting, old, whatever. And I said to you, I have lived this long.
Yeah.
Look how I have this much. If I'm halfway through, I still have 42 more years.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I've lived so long.
Yeah.
And I have that much more time in front of me.
Just getting started.
I feel like I could change the world.
Barely in your prime.
And you were like, you make me sick that you are always thinking positive like that.
Right. Right. But it's so contagious to a point. I will give you that.
Good.
It has rubbed off on me.
Good.
A little bit.
Good. Good. There's good in everything, man. You can find the good in everything.
Come on.
You just gotta search for it at times.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta look in.
Yeah.
Gotta look in deep. Yeah, so Caleb's having a little rough day today. Tell the people, hey.
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 Shout out.
Little rough day, but God is good. He's faithful. Still on the throne.
Amen.
I'm gonna see the goodness of God in the land of the living.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Amen.
Yeah, so yeah, that's my pet peeve of the week. Life is good.
Praise the Lord.
It's okay.
Yes.
If you're gonna complain, have an answer to what you're complaining about.
Noted.
All right. I know you have a question for me.
Okay.
Before we get there, I will say, end of this, I'm dropping my national championship and
that episode again
and Super Bowl predictions.
Okay.
Record this 2 years ago and a year ago.
I'm not sure.
It's become
Find
annual.
them.
It's become annual.
Find them. Annual national championship, college football, and Super Bowl picks happening at the end of this.
Spoiler alert. I can already tell you who's going.
Spoiler alert.
Who he's
National
going to say.
champion.
I'm really high on
somehow-
them Gamecocks.
Yes, really high on his team.
Spoiler alert. I'm really high on them Broncos. I'm a
Yeah.
believer.
The only thing it may change is the teams they're playing.
Spoiler alert. I don't want to spoil it.
I got you.
I don't
Let's
wanna
not spoil it.
Get to the end of this episode. We'll see.
All right. You ready
I'm ready.
for my question?
Bring it.
So I was really thinking about this, and you kind of had a beautiful segue here without knowing what my question was going to be, talking about the week that we've had so far. And it's been an incredible week, positive. Like, honestly, it's been a great week. But one of the things that I
said
noticed
yesterday during the busy day yesterday, you said yesterday, we were all sitting around the table talking about how much we love our jobs. And you said, if you'd have told me 4 years ago that this is what Monday would look like, this is what Tuesday was going to look like, this is what Wednesday was going to look like, I'd have said, yes, Lord, sign me up, please. I want that in my life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now we're just out here doing it. Yeah. Praise Jesus.
And it wasn't like there was anything extravagant. I mean, we were packed in a car. We were, I mean, it was packed in seats. I mean, you were squished between ladies and two old ladies, and it wasn't like it was this extravagant trip. Like, oh, look at us living in luxury. Yeah. It was just we were on a mission, and it was beautiful, and have been. Amen. Sorry, continue.
No. But on that kind of same vein of thought, I noticed this a lot while you were on sabbatical. I told you this, that the 1 week we were in preview service mode, 2 campuses, work projects going on at both, the role that I'm in, having to make decisions, which we know has not always been a strength of mine in this role. There was a day that my office was a revolving door of questions and answers, or let me find that answer, or, you know what I mean? Yeah. To the point of, I don't even know if I actually did anything I needed to do, because I was assisting our team that were making what inevitably is my responsibility to get done. It was just a day.
And you're 2 doors down from me.
Yes.
So everybody that comes to my office has to pass you. Most everybody. There's about 4 that can get to my office without having to pass you. But most everybody that comes to my office passes you, or you see them.
Correct. And so with that in mind, my leadership question is, how do you find balance? And I know that's not a word that we like, because we believe that men of mission don't have to be balanced, because they can be fully sold to the mission. But when I use the word balance in the way of, okay, getting your stuff done. You got a sermon now that not only is the people of God dependent upon it, but all of our campuses are dependent upon that sermon being developed in a healthy way. Yeah. You're also a dad. Mm-hmm. You're also a husband. You're also, like you said, 42 years of age, trying to take care of your health and body and things of that nature. So in a church of 75 to 100 where I pastored, I can remember the lack of balance in my life and how busy I felt for the season I was there. I watch you operate today, and just with the staff alone, that's not counting the people that you love and carry with you everywhere that you go. I remember the phone calls I used to get at 75 to 100. I cannot imagine what you deal with carrying 1,700 that we had Sunday. So with that being the case, how in the world do you find balance for anything in your life to be who I believe to be an excellent father, to be an excellent husband? How do you manage to make time to make all these things happen?
Did you get that? Make sure you get this.
Is that what that alarm goes off at 4?
I have developed some good habits. I have through the years, one of the things my dad taught me whenever I was very young was he would always say, I refuse to win the world and let you, my brother's name's Steven, you and Steven go to hell. I refuse to win the world and let y'all go to hell. So my dad was very invested in me and my brother, very invested in our, not only our spiritual journey, just our walk in life, like just walking with us in life. I left home at 18 for college, maybe 17. I was really young when I graduated, so maybe 17 for college. Came home and started life. So, but my dad was there with me, walked with me for that season. And early on in ministry, I was not very balanced. I was kids, don't come up and interrupt me because I'm talking to this person's so important, this person, go away, go find your mama. And I just got to the place to where Early on. I got here early on. This is not something that's developed in the last few years because you grow to a size and then you're able to do that. No. This was early on. This was double wide trailer, Jamie. Got to the place to where I just said I refuse to push my family away and in hopes of building a relationship with this guy. I'm not going to do that. They're going to be with me forever. And so I would always try my best to prioritize who I was in the moment. And what I mean by that is when I get to the house, I try my best to be dad, husband, servant to my family. There are times where I'm at home, I have to be Pastor Jamie, phone call, text, message, whatever. I have to be Pastor Jamie. There's times at home where I have to take the computer home with me and the iPad home with me, and I have to work from the house. And the kids are at a place now where used to they went to bed at 8 o'clock, so I would do it when they went to bed. Now they're at a place to where, Caleb's out with his girlfriend, and, Carson and Cammy are, if they ever say, all right, we're going to go shower and shave our legs, you don't see them for 2 hours. It just takes that long for girls of this age to shower and shave their legs. So I just got to the place to where when I'm at the house, I'm going to be the best dad, best husband that I can be. I'm about to sneeze.
Yeah, I agree. You really do crush that role of your life. That's me eating up time filler. Back to you, James.
Yeah. And so when I am at the office, I try my best to be the greatest boss and servant of God that I can be. When my kids walk in, I'm immediately flipping back to daddy mode. You get me. What do you need? Now there is weird dynamic where me and Caleb's on staff here, and now Caleb walks in and I'm like, are you employee? Are you son? Like, what do you need from me right now?
Yeah.
What are you standing there for? What do you need? And he'll say, I got a question about a video. Okay, employee Caleb, boom, answer this question or whatever it is. Hey, I got a question about, whatever. My car is acting up. What do I need to do? Okay, come on in. Yeah, let's figure this out. So I juggle those moments here, even in the office. He does as well, where there's moments where, he still has some moments where he gets frustrated at dad and says things to dad that he wouldn't say to his boss when he was working at Chick-fil-A, and so we have some of those moments that we have to work through. But I try my best in every moment to be the best, whatever hat I'm wearing, to be the best at it that I can be. So whenever somebody's talking to me and they've got a problem and their life is falling apart and they need Pastor Jamie, they need a pastor, a shepherd, somebody to care for them in the moment, I am zoned in. I'm not thinking about all of the other stuff. I'm zoned in, focused on them. What do you need from me? Okay, I will give you that. Whenever we went to 4 services, somebody said to me, I forgot who it was. They were talking to me and Pastor Simeon, and they said something about pouring yourself out and making sure that you save some of yourself for that 4th service. And it was a good thought. They were trying to be well-meaning.
Right.
But what I said to them was, I don't want to save any of myself. I want to pour every bit of myself out in every single service, because then my reliance is upon him to refill me.
Yeah.
My reliance is upon him to guide me and walk me through all of these seasons of my life. So I pour every ounce of myself out that I can in every single moment that I'm at.
Yeah.
So if you come in my office and you say, "Hey, I need my pastor," sure, let's talk. I need the boss. I need somebody to help me make a decision. Sure, let's talk. I need a friend. Sure, let's talk. And we've had all 3 of those moments in the last 2 weeks since I've been back from sabbatical,
Yeah.
where you've needed all 3 of those moments. And in those moments, I want to give you the best of me that I have and not worry about should I save some of myself for another time, because then that puts the reliance. And this is terrible advice, because I'm sure somebody's going to watch this and be like, you can't pour yourself out to everybody, because then if you're not being refilled. I understand all of the things people are going to say about this moment. But for me, what I have chosen to do is pour every single bit of myself out in every single moment. so that I'm not sitting here in a podcast. There's times I look at my phone in a podcast because my wife's calling me,
right,
or texting me,
mm-hmm.
or because I'm texting Caleb saying, hey, that camera angle doesn't look right. I look fat. Can you put the skinny filter on? Stuff like that. But I'm not worried about trying to be the boss when I'm in this moment. I'm trying to give my best to those that are watching this right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do this moment right here with excellence. And sometimes we can't for whatever reason. A microphone doesn't sound right, or a camera doesn't pick up, or it's blurry or whatever. But I try my best to pour myself out in every single moment, in hopes that the Lord, the Holy Spirit of God, would continue to pour into me and fill me up as I'm pouring myself out, so that it becomes Him pouring out through me rather than me pouring myself out.
That's so good. I mean, and for those that are watching, I know people hear stuff like that at times, but that is who you are. That's who you've shown yourself to be. I'm a needy employee a lot of times. I'm very much relying on your advice. And I know that I'm just one guy that goes in there. There's 20 of us in the office, or however many of them there is at this point. And I have been in moments where we're having serious conversation about whatever, if campus is life, ministry, whatever. And Caleb come to the door, hey, bud, what do you need? And I'm not disrespected by that moment whatsoever. No. You're able to take that moment, stop, meet whatever need he needs, whether it be employee or son, but you value him. Because he's
top of the list to me.
He's top of the list.
Top of the list.
And then you'll get right back into that moment and give me the rest of what you had in that moment. Or Carson come by, hey, come on, baby, or Cammy, come here, give me, and you can, and it's amazing to watch, because then I'm convicted, because I told somebody the other day, it's like I have different parts of my brain, almost to a point where it's not healthy, because I come to the office and there's the office part, and then I go, like, he's almost kind of like you said, but to the point where then when those two worlds bleed, I don't let them bleed, and I should. When Adriana is coming up trying to talk to me or whatever, and I'm in work mode, this is work. You're interfering in my workspace, but if I'm not careful, that's what I'm telling her. My work's more important to you. And so in this moment, it even convicts me, and you're consistent in that. It doesn't matter the conversation, doesn't matter the content. If one of yours comes, you stop and you give them your best. And I respect that.
No doubt. Listen, I mean this. I mean this. When I am being buried and people are crying at my funeral, you may be there, you may not.
I'll be there.
But I'm saying you may not.
Right.
You may be in California preaching a crusade that I just can't get out of. I'm sorry. Maddie, honey, and the kids, please know that I'm there with y'all in spirit. I'm sorry I can't be there. My wife and my kids, when I retire, how many retired ministers do we see when I hit 75 and I finally throw in the towel? And I tell Caleb, I warn Caleb in the future, hey, Caleb, when you're pastoring this, my desire is for Caleb to be raised up in such a way that he is the campus pastor that he is the leader of this ministry one day. And I warn him, I'm going to be the crazy old guy that just wanders around the office with my coffee cup and just interrupts everybody's day and sits in their office and talks to them and interrupts all of their work. And Caleb's going to have to come grab me all the time and say, all right, Dad, come on, you gotta get out of here. Come on back in here with, and so that's going to be me. That's going to be me. I'm going to be when I retire, when I am done and they don't have any more pastor appreciation days for me, they don't tell me how amazing I am, I don't preach any sermons to get pats on the back of, wow, you heard from the Lord. When all of that is over, who's there with me? My wife and kids.
That's so good. Yeah.
I mean, you watched at Society Hill.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the community of Society Hill, not the church. Mm-hmm. The community of Society Hill. You pastored that community. You loved those people. But you found out you were replaceable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody's replaceable.
Totally. Yeah.
You know who you're not replaceable to? Becca and them girls.
Yeah.
So everything stops for Maddie and my kids. Everything stops. Yeah, buddy, what do you need? You need me? What do you need? What do you need from me right now?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a boss question, you'll see. I'll answer boss question real quick and then go back.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a son question, everything stops.
Yeah, there have been times like we're in the middle of something, like going through something deliberate, nothing bad, just working through something, and I realize it's a moment and say, "Yep, absolutely, go back to my office. He'll call me when he needs me." You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it's total. And as a parent myself, I say, "Man, I got to get better at that." That is, they'll remember that moment.
They'll remember it. I hope my son will remember that. And I don't know that right now. I don't know that he sees it for that. I think he sees it as I'm bothering Dad, and he's just trying to get me out of his hair. And I'm glad that you see it as, no, I'm shutting down everything else in my life because you're at the door. What do you need?
Yeah.
It's two different ways of viewing it. And what do you need?
Yeah.
You jump all of these people in line. What do you need?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah. Balance I'm not great at. I give every ounce of myself in every situation.
Yeah.
Sat in the car after we got up at, we flew out at, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was yesterday, and we get to, we get picked up by, we're all crammed in this little car, and I'm just me. I am me, who I am all the time, and the guy that's driving us around says, "My God, did you do crack this morning or something like that?"
Yeah, he did.
Like, nah, it's me all the time.
Absolutely.
About 10 o'clock that night, though, I kind of hit a wall, and I was ready to find the bed, but yeah, that's me. That's me.
Is who you are.
You pour every ounce of yourself out all the time. So anyways, thank you. Appreciate conversation. That's awesome. Thank you for being kind. Here we go.
It's time.
It's time.
For the third annual.
Third annual. Let's start college football.
All right.
College football. I'm gonna go Final Four.
Oh.
Because it's
And this is the year.
This
12-team playoff.
Right. I'm gonna go final. I'm gonna tell you my Final Four. Okay. And guarantee all 4 of these make the playoffs.
And here we go. I love it.
I
Here
will
we go.
guarantee right now.
Here it is.
Guarantee.
Clip it.
All 4 of these make the playoff.
Okay.
Number 1,
Make the playoffs.
make the playoffs. Make one of the 12.
Okay. All right. All right.
Guarantee all 4 of these will make one of the 12
I thought
spots.
you meant you guaranteed this was the final.
Final four. Yeah.
No. Guarantee they will make the playoffs.
All right. Let's do
one
it.
of the 12. Ready?
Ready?
Number 1, Georgia.
Okay.
Safe bet.
I've never seen a team like them. Went to a game last year. Was that last year or 2 years ago? In Williams-Brice.
Mr. Pete.
It was probably last year, right? It was
It's like the
1,017
third-
degrees.
Like the third game of the season.
It was 1,017 degrees, and they beat us to a pulp, and it felt like
First half.
it felt like, I mean, it was like 73-0 in first half. It felt like they were an NFL team and we were a high school team. They could have beat us 1,000-1, and they could have done whatever they want to. Georgia, Final Four.
Okay.
Disagree?
No, not
Put
at
them
all.
in your Final Four?
Not at all.
Put them in your Final Four?
They're going to make
Yes,
the playoffs.
totally.
Guaranteed.
Totally.
Guarantee make playoffs.
Yeah.
Number 2. Wrap it up right here. Ready?
Ready?
Notre Dame.
Oh, I don't agree.
The issue is
They
don't
play
agree.
one tough game.
And if they lose that, they don't make the playoffs.
One tough game. Saturday night.
they can't win a conference, though.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Conference winners are guaranteed.
I know.
bids.
I know.
That's the thing.
I know.
Oh, man.
One game's all they got to win this week.
They do got old Riley Leonard or whatever. From
This
Duke.
week. That's all they got to do. Notre Dame, guaranteed in the playoffs.
Wow. They do like old Notre Dame.
They love Notre Dame.
They do like Notre Dame.
Number 3. You ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm a little torn
And why is that?
because I am trying to jump on the Texas bandwagon.
It's a sexy pick.
I'm trying to jump on the bandwagon.
They got 2 starters.
They do. But you know what they say, when you have 2 starters,
We got 0.
you got no starters.
Ooh.
I'm trying to jump on the Texas bandwagon. I'm trying to be a Texas fan. Then they come over to the SEC.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't pull for 2 teams in the SEC.
No.
So I am axing Texas out of my 4.
Who
But you know who I am putting in?
we putting in? No
shot. God's green earth.
No. Christian Kilgore, that's for you.
The U.
Chris Kilgore, this is for
The U. The U.
Oh, my goodness.
The U. No?
shot. 0%.
No.
The U. Winning the ACC and the playoffs.
Oh, my goodness.
If the University of Miami makes the college football playoff, I'll run a 5K and record the whole thing.
Clip it.
Clip it. Clip it right here. Clip it right here.
Clip it.
Reagan, you heard that, right?
Oh, wow. This is so much more fun than the last couple of
Number
years.
4, guaranteed
Okay. To make the playoffs.
to make the playoffs. If they don't, Caleb will run a 5K.
No.
Yeah.
That was about Miami.
Oh, my bad.
That was about
bad.
Miami.
That's a good
Number
try.
4, guaranteed to make the playoffs.
It's the South Carolina game.
He's all in, guys. He told you. He's all
Beamer
in.
Bowl. Beamer Bowl.
Okay.
We're going to squeak in.
All right.
12th team. We ain't going to win the SEC. We're going to squeak in. 12th team. Last week, we're going to beat Clemson because of Beamer Bowl.
Okay.
Block, punt
All right.
to end the game. Scoop, run it back for a touchdown. We're going to jump 3 teams to make it into the top 12. Playoffs. Playoffs? We talking about playoffs?
This is going to be copyrighted. Actually, no, because nobody's going to have these picks.
I'm telling you right now, Final Four, guaranteed.
Are you picking
12.
Are you picking a champion?
12. Let's wait till we get that far.
Okay.
We'll just do the 4.
Okay.
We'll just do the 4.
What about you?
Your NFL picks.
NFL?
NFL?
Here we go. You want to disagree with any of those?
You want to disagree with me, Joseph?
You can replace one. Who would you want to replace?
Come on now.
Which one you want to replace?
Is it,
And who would you add?
Is it the U or is it South Carolina, Joseph? Which one do you think's the worst pick?
Who's your 4?
Who is my 4?
Yeah.
That's what we're going right now.
Yeah, let's go.
You want to go? If you, to me, you have to do a realistic 4 and a heart 4.
Okay. I don't
Like
know
a-
what the difference are. You all in.
Yeah, all in. Okay.
Which
so-
4? Which
Well,
4?
if it's all in,
Uh-huh.
number 4, we're gonna go Clemson Tigers.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You know, we're gonna beat Georgia week 1.
C-O-E-M-S.
Oh,
Oh.
in.
I'm ready.
And now with a campus,
I'm
there, you got
there. I'm
You're
in.
there.
I'm all in.
all in, baby.
I'm all in.
So it beat Georgia
Go
14
Dabo.
to 10, and yeah,
Okay.
we go to the playoffs.
Georgia
So,
going.
Georgia's there.
Yep.
Rematch in the first round, and on the other side, Ohio State. And I hate to say that.
I don't want them.
Ohio State's probably winning the Big Ten this year.
I hate to say that.
Michigan's kind of hit this drop off. They lost a bunch of key players, and they look good.
And then I'm gonna do it.
Listen,
I'm
I
gonna-
love the Ohio State people that come to church with us. I'm
absolutely.
just so sick of the same people winning.
Yeah, and then from there, you won't do it, but I'm going to. I'm gonna jump on it. Texas,
Hook 'em horns.
hook 'em. Hook 'em.
If Texas goes, clip last year's clip of me saying Texas is going.
That's right.
Hook 'em horns. NFL Super Bowl prediction.
All right, here we go. I think you and I are bigger NFL fans than most people.
You
I
got a 1 in 32 shot of getting the Super Bowl right.
100% chance both these teams make the playoffs.
Oh Lord, Dad, don't.
I love your confidence.
100%.
All in, baby.
100%.
Is this like the time Carson thought the Broncos were going to play the Dolphins in the Super Bowl? Or
100% chance both these teams make the playoffs.
Okay.
the playoffs?
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs?
All right.
100% chance.
100%.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
I'm ready.
I'm not going Panthers.
Okay, thank you.
Not going
AI
homers.
selected Panthers.
Not going Homers.
All right.
My hometown
Sorry.
team, we're not going there.
Sorry, Pastor Tony.
Not going Falcons, which is second closest to us. Not going there. Not going Jaguars, which is third closest to us. Not going there.
Is Jacksonville closer than Nashville?
Significantly closer. Tampa's closer than Nashville.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, not going Tampa.
Okay.
No, not going to do that.
All right.
Not going Tennessee.
Okay.
I'm not even going anywhere. See, in college football, Southeast rules.
Okay.
That area of the world, that's where you're gonna see a lot of celebrating now on this end of the world.
Yeah.
NFL, I'm gonna be up here a little bit.
Okay.
Up and out a little bit.
Okay.
Up and out a little bit. From the NFC,
All right.
we're going with the Philadelphia Eagles. Versus the AFC, Denver Broncos.
Both teams guaranteed to make the playoffs.
Guaranteed to make the playoffs.
100.
I am a believer. And then, Super Bowl prediction, Denver 31, Philly 0. 31 nutting, dog. 31 nutting.
This is one of my favorite podcasts all year. It never amounts to anything.
Disagree with me. Disagree with me.
I will obviously agree with your Philadelphia pick.
Joe's an Eagles fan, by the way.
Big Eagles fan. Coach's staff revamp. Picked up some pieces. We're all in.
Scoring 0 in the Super Bowl.
Going to the Super Bowl.
Scoring 0.
But
If you say the Chiefs, I'm throwing something at you. Don't say the Bills. Don't say the Chiefs.
you listen.
There's somebody in that Chiefs division, though. They tough.
It's got to
Orange
be.
and blue.
You can't go against Andy
Believer.
Reid. You can't go against
Yes,
Patty
you can.
Mahomes.
Yes, you can.
You can't do it.
You can do it.
Revenge.
You can do it.
This time we're
Go
going to
against
beat them 35-31. Philadelphia Eagles.
I disagree.
I understand.
Disagree heavily. Heavily disagree.
So Bo Nix is rookie of the year.
No doubt about it.
Possibly MVP.
I'm not sure why you wouldn't put money on that immediately.
Because I don't bet. I don't gamble.
Passing record as a rookie.
No, I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. I think Sean Payton's going to run the ball down people's throats. We got an awesome offensive line, awesome running back, stable, and I think we're going to surprise a lot of people.
Well, listen, this is where you get dangerous for me because I let you and Josh Malinsky talk me into Justin Fields last year in fantasy.
Bears, yeah.
It did not work out for me.
No. I was on the Bears bandwagon.
So you telling me Jamal Williams for Denver is a good late round pickup?
If you can get him in the late round, you better get him. You better snatch him up.
I will say this.
You better snatch him.
In one of my leagues, I did. And I got my email yesterday, and my projection is 14-0. A+.
A+.
Number one.
A+. No doubt about it.
And I did it solely because of you.
I appreciate that. I am. There's no doubt in my mind. My draft is, I don't know, Monday next week. No doubt in my mind, I'm drafting Bo Nix. There's 0 doubt in my mind.
Round 1, pick 9, Bo Nix.
0 doubt in my mind I'm drafting Bo Nix. Because I'm all in.
You got me and Jarrett in that league. We're Broncos fans too.
I don't care. As long as I can get him first. So, that's my picks.
I'm dropping my NFL picks. It's been part of my reasoning for this podcast as well.
All right.
Detroit Lions, they're my Super Bowl on the NFC side.
I like Lions.
I would not be mad at it.
Me either.
My AFC pick, it's so hard to go against the Chiefs.
Told you.
The Bills look bad this year so far, but I'm going with my sleeper, Houston Texans.
Oh, underdog versus underdog. That's strong.
Well, I hate that y'all going to be wrong.
Who's your Final Four college football?
OSU, Ohio State, Texas,
Okay.
Georgia,
Okay.
and a sneaky team who's going to come in there. And I think NC State looks good according to all my college football.
Grayson McCall.
He's at NC State now?
Chanticleers.
What did you call him?
What do they call him? Chanticleers. Chanticleers.
Hold on. Rewind the tape. What he said?
No. Chanticleers.
Chanticleers?
Chanticleers.
You live in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. You live in Conway.
I live right
You're
down.
right across the street
I
from
hear
the
them shoot the
stadium.
fireworks when they score.
And you call it a Chanticleer. Where you live? What county is this?
Ori.
All right, just making sure. Making sure you ain't say Horry.
No.
Horry County with them Chanticleers.
No. Sorry, that Sharavian come out of me.
All right, well, he's a Viking. Remember that?
I am a Viking.
You are a Viking. All right, thanks for hanging out. Love you guys.
God bless.
God bless.
Let's
Peace
go.
out. Hey, click here for next video. Click there to subscribe. Love you. Peace out. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's go.
Let's go.